How to get AI agency clients using only your phone. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you two approaches in this video. Let's get straight to the point. We're going to talk about two approaches. I'm going to show you approach number one, which is assuming that you don't have any clients and you don't know yet what to sell. And approach two, you do have clients, or maybe you don't have any clients, but maybe if you have clients, you want more. And if you don't have, you just obviously want the clients, but you know what to sell. So this is going to be an approach number two. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you is how to actually do it, how to actually make it work and set some expectations so you can assume what the fuck is going to happen. And if you think to yourself, okay, why should I listen to this random guy wearing like $20 earpods and yeah, talking to me about an AI agency? First of all, I like those headphones. Second of all, but I've seen people judge them for them. Nevertheless, look, not pretending to be some guru. I don't pretend to have a 997 will fucking get you to 10K a month and passive income in 25 days. I don't have that. I'm not pretending to do that. I'm not pretending to be a fucking guru. I am just on the path you are on, perhaps a couple steps further. And in this video, I'm going to share what has helped me to get clients and what I am currently doing to get clients. So if you're like, yeah, those gurus, I do it right now and I don't even fucking sell anything. So let's just get into it. Perhaps that will change in the future. So look, first thing, two approaches. As we already discussed, you will either know what to sell. So let's just type no, or you will don't know, right? Now, it really will direct two of our approaches, because what we are going to do is we're going to be phoning up people. We're going to just go and call people and try to pitch them our services, what we sell and what we do. The reason we do it is because it's one of the cheapest and most effective ways of getting clients, and also is going to teach you how to communicate with clients, how to speak, how to not be afraid to get rejected. And then as you're going to be then hopping on sales calls and actually like speaking to real clients, you're going to be more comfortable because you have already done it in the past. So that's why I believe this is one of the best approaches to get to your first clients. Look, if you know what to sell, here's what we're going to do before we even start. You will need a phone, and you will have obviously your this is a phone, by the way. You will have obviously your market, so the people you're working with, people you're going after, whether that's maybe gym owners, real estate agents, fuck knows, I don't know, car mechanics, whatever the niche is. What you will have to do is collect around 200 to 400 phone numbers and put them into like a CSV file, like a spreadsheet in Google Docs or somewhere where you're going to be able to have a full list of all of those people. There are multiple ways. You can either literally go on Google Maps and scrape the phone numbers. You can go on, and use some websites. You can use B2B softwares. You can go on Fiverr and pay for it. So depending on your capital, just get fucking leads, right? What you do is just create a list of 200 to 400 people that are in your niche that you're targeting, and list them on a CSV file. Again, you can go to providers like, I don't know, Prospeo, Lucia, Apollo if you want to buy those leads, or to Fiverr, or you can go on Google Maps and literally scrape them, like let's say car mechanics or like gyms. You can just scrape them. So now that this is done, I assume you have done it and we have the list. What you're doing then is going to press your approach. First of all, I'm going to start if you know. So if you know what you're selling, list two things. What is the problem? Okay. And what is the solution? So if let's say the problem is sales conversion rate slash like let's say show up rate, which is just let's say low on percentages, because let's say people are not calling leads on time, and your solution is like an AI voice that is like calling people and just increasing the sales conversion rates because people are the speed to lead process being improved. Let's say this is your service. What you're doing is, first of all, clearly define what problem do you solve, what is the solution, and then literally here write down and think to yourself, what is the negative feeling with the problem and what is the positive feeling with the solution for your market. So emotions. Let's say the problem is those people, I don't know, maybe you know a bit about human nature, and you know people are just motivated by self-interest, and you are a very status-thriving species, and especially men, they really want status. So maybe the problem and the negative feelings with the low sales conversion rate, which is the problem, let's say maybe for real estate agents, isn't necessarily the fact that they're losing leads. Maybe it's the fact that they don't have the fucking I don't know, Lamborghini Aventador that they are always dreaming of, and they are, I don't know, whatever is the pain that they are experiencing. Dig down to the pain. Ask why. If let's say the problem with sales conversion rate, what is actually the pain? What do they care about, and why does it hurt? And list down literally all the negative feelings about that problem. And then with the solution, so let's say the AI voice that is actually going to increase the conversion rate, make them money, then list down all the positive things, right? Maybe instead of, okay, let's just skip the Aventador example. Maybe the problem is they love their family, and because they are literally not making enough money, they have to fucking sit in office for 12 hours a day, and when they come back home, they are just tired, and they're like, I don't have any energy to deal with my family, and then they are feeling sad because they lack family time, and obviously a crucial part of life, so people are like, fuck, for fuck's sake, we need to solve this problem. And maybe the opposite of that, those are going to just be the opposite. Like the problem, the negative things around that problem are going to be the opposite of the positive things related to that solution. So list down all the positive things, and let's say maybe that's going to be the time with the family. Maybe whatever the positive things are going to be like around your problem. And then what you do is literally, here's how you're going to call them. First of all, you're transparent. So literally, script writing mastery for cold calling, because as you've realized, we're cold calling people. Transparent, right? Literally, what you do is you literally grab your phone, you call up prospect, and you say, hello, Mr. Prospect. I'm here to sell you something. I want to pitch you something. Do you mind if I tell you what it is? Something in the lines of that. Address it to your own language, whatever makes you more comfortable with actually like sounding like yourself. Literally say, imagine it would be, okay, let's imagine I would be the guru selling you a 997 course. Somebody's ringing. You pick up the phone and you say, hello. And I say, hello, Mr. Beginner or mid AI agency owner. I want to pitch you something. Do you mind if I tell you what it is? That transparent. The reason that we do it is because, first of all, people know you're cold calling. So if you, I'm just like, when I see people like calling, hey Josh, how are you doing today? Like, for fuck's sake, who is not going to think you're just trying to sell them something? Like, with all due respect to people that are doing that, because like you're working hard, you want to get clients, you do some actions, huge respect. But the approach, I'm not going after people who do this approach. I just don't like the approach. Like, I don't know, there's just something that makes me laugh when I hear the people saying, hello James, how are you doing today? Who the fuck is calling you out of nowhere asking you how are you doing? I mean, obviously it's literally fake, and business owners know you're calling to sell them something, and the more transparent you are, the bigger the pattern interrupt, the more they're like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Yeah, like, tell me what you're calling about. Try it yourself. I have the metrics. It's working for me. Very likely it's going to work for you. So be transparent. Say, hello, Mr. Prospect. I'm here to sell you something. Do you mind if you're gonna give me 40 seconds of your time to explain to you what it is? Great. Now, then what you do is you ask them, or okay, so you give like quick info, okay? By the way, I'm dropping literally what I'm doing. I should be charging for that. you drop quick info. So what I mean by quick info is, let's say you say, hello, Mr. Prospect, can I pitch you something? They're like, yes, amazing. Mr. Prospect, look, the reason I'm calling you is because we help realtors in the area of X, Y, and Z increase their sales conversion rate without any time involvement on their end. Very quick explanation of what you do, like what you do out here, like increase the conversion rates with voice agents. And the reason you have quick info, because it's not about you. You need to understand if you can help that prospect. And if they're gonna feel like you actually are out there calling them to help them, you're gonna just get more conversions. So quick info, you literally like say what you're doing, and then you say, I mean, I was gonna ask, but I'm gonna explain to you what ask means. Literally say to them, hello, Mr. Prospect, I'm calling about X, Y, and Z. Before I pitch you, I really want to understand if I can help you. Could you please tell me? And then what you do is you ask for this pain. Oh, fuck, not this. You ask for this pain. You literally ask for the painful problem, and you say, hello, Mr. Prospect, I'm calling to pitch you something. And they're going to be like, all right, pitch me. And then you say, look, we help realtors in X, Y, and Z area increase the sales conversion rate without any involvement on their time. Before I go on, because I respect your time and I want to help you, could you please tell me, Mr. Prospect, if perhaps that is the problem that you don't have enough time to call up leads, and because of that you're losing money, and you shut up. Another thing, you need to get quiet and let them speak. So after you ask them, you arguably the most important thing, you listen. And you check whether you can help them or whether you cannot help them. And if you cannot help them, you politely say, thank you, Mr. Prospect, I cannot help you. Wish you all the best. Thank you for picking up the phone, and you leave. You do not want to help people you can help. I mean, you can help somebody you can help. You can help somebody you can help, but you can try to manipulate them to believe that you can help them with something you can, and it's never going to end up well. It's fucking unethical, so do not do it. And look, here's what you do. You literally listen, and if they say, yeah, I mean, like you, that's actually, yeah, I mean, I have some, I do struggle. If you're going to see some intent that they do struggle with that, what you do is you ask more questions, and depending, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to ask, because it really depends on like what type of service do you have and what you actually do. But here's the thing, like if let's say the problem, sticking with the example from this video, the problem is going to be the conversion rates on the leads. What you could do, for example, is ask them, okay, sure, so tell me, like, approximately how much time do you think you're spending on actually reaching out? Okay, that's maybe a bad example. I don't sell voice agents, so I was just speaking at the top of my head, freestyling. So let's say maybe the further the follow-up question to that could be, okay, sure, Mr. Prospect, just out of curiosity, how many leads do you think you're losing a month? And then they would say, I don't know, 5, or I don't know how many leads realtors get, because I don't work with realtors, but let's say, like, I don't know, 5 to 10. And they would say, oh, okay, got it. So 5 to 10 leads. And how much money do you think you're losing by not converting those leads? And then, like, you literally just dig out the pain, quantify it for them. So put the dollar sign on it. So literally put how much pain, and also how it's making them fail. So we could say something like, okay, Mr. Prospect, yeah, I mean, so 5 to 10 leads, how much, let's say you're losing, I don't know, let's say like 70K, and they're like, okay, so 5 to 10 leads, lost a month, 70K, that must not feel best, right? And then they are going to ping pong back the feeling, and then after you dig up some pain and you see, okay, they have a problem, I can help them, they admitted they are losing money, they are not feeling great, then you position a quick call with you as a way for them to understand how you can help them. Do not sell anything, do not fucking close, do not tell them you can make them money. Literally say, okay, Mr. Prospect, so look, what you just said sounds very similar to the people, to the situation of the people we work with. Actually, I don't want to pitch you anything, but would that be something of an interest to you, Mr. Prospect, to literally just hop on a quick call with me? Don't worry, no pressure. I'm just gonna show you what we do. Worst case, you can steal my process. Literally 10 to 20 minutes. Do you think you could have something, we could schedule something ahead for this week? What you're trying to do is literally position your appointment as a no pressure way with a benefit for them. So say no hard closing, no selling, no pitching, no anything, even though you'll try to sell them. Okay, maybe not trying to like sell them in a classical way, but like figure out if you can help them, and if you can help them, try to sell them, right? Because first you diagnose before you even go to the close. So pretty much here, you just position your appointment as a way to explore or steal, not in a bad way, but like you can see, I'm joking around this when I'm literally booking calls, and I'm saying like, look, Mr. Prospect, worst case you can just steal my process. I'm fine with that. Then I go to the actual call. But look, position it as a no pressure way and a very like beneficial way for them to join. So no pressure. I'm just gonna ask you more questions. I'm gonna show you our process. Worst case you can steal it. Would you have some time this week? And this is the way to do, in my opinion, acquiring clients using only your phone, just calling if you know what you're doing. And then let's move if you don't know what you're selling. So here, the thing is going to be slightly different, but we are just going to extrapolate on this. So here, the problem is going to be, honestly, FOMO from AI. Honestly, I can already tell you for free, that is the thing. People are quite afraid that they're not on top of AI. Even we as agency owners, we're like, for fuck's sake, do we know everything about AI? Is there something we're missing? Are there people like overtaking us? And then they think there's like, fuck, I don't know those things. And then there's like some new AI tool release, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, what is it? I don't know it. So the FOMO is with everyone, okay? Like there are companies who are building big things, and they are pumping a lot of things into fear and marketing, in my opinion. So there is a lot of work behind the scenes done to create a FOMO, which is a topic for another video, maybe. So look, you literally phone them, and the solution is going to be consultation. Okay, and you make it free. So here's the thing, if you don't know what you sell, you literally pick up the phone, same list, same niche, and you call them and you say, hello, Mr. Prospect, I'm here to pitch you something, transparency. And then you literally ask them for a quick info about that AI FOMO. So you literally ask them, hello, Mr. Prospect, look, I thank you for allowing me to pitch you. I just wanted to quickly ask you, is that maybe the case with you that you feel like you're not quite catching up with the AI because you're so busy running your business that you don't know if you're not missing out on something with AI, and you ask for the pain in terms of the FOMO, and if they're going to be like, yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, quite a bit, then what you do is you do the same thing. So listen, you're going to like ask follow-up questions, right? Let's say you could say something in terms of like, okay, yeah. So if you when you're saying that you feel you're missing out, is there something specific maybe you've seen your competitors or people in other industries do that you don't have time to do to yourself right now in terms of AI, and you follow up the questions and you listen to the same thing and ask the questions, and then what you do is you take the same thing, which is positioning your call. So here I'm just going to write T for transparency, I for information, and P for positioning. And then what you do is you position your AI-free consultation, because you don't know yet what to sell. It's just better for you to hop on a consultation with them where you're going to ask them questions, analyze their business, and based on your understanding of AI, because I assume you do have some understanding of AI after if you're like watching the video, you're literally going to look at their business and think, okay, here's what we could do, here's what we could do, here's what we could help you with. So you position a free consultation. You can say, hello, Mr. Prospect, look, so but what you're saying sounds familiar to the people I help. I would love to hop on a completely free, I'm not going to sell you anything, a completely free consultation where I'm just going to hop on a call with you, understand your business, and I'm going to list you down a couple of things and write you a custom plan for what AI automations could help in your business. You don't have to pay me anything because I'm just starting out. You could say something like that and position your consultation or the call as a way of their painful situation. And yeah, literally just let's go on all that call. If you don't know what to sell, there are other videos on my YouTube channel what you can sell. But literally just position your call as a way to get out of this FOMO situation of not knowing about AI, and then you can research the market, gather information, and then convert them. But there are, as I said, other like videos on my channel as to how you can actually sell to those people. This is how you get clients, honestly, with your phone. Very simple. You list out the businesses, you call them, you say, hello, Mr. Prospect, I'm calling to pitch you something. You ask if they have the painful problem you're solving, or a FOMO if you don't know yet what problem to solve. You ask for information. If they're a fit, you literally position your call as a very quick, no pressure, valuable thing to do, and people will start to take the calls. That's the approach. Right now, the last thing, which is how to actually do it and how to make it work. Expectations. Look, this is the expectation. It's going to fucking suck. It's not nice, because let me tell you, a lot of people are going to reject you. It's not nice. You will want to quit, and you have to just stick through it. That's it. I haven't been able yet to figure out if you do enough volume, it's going to become better. But what I can tell you, if you've never called, if you've never called a business, it's going to fucking suck. People are going to reject you. You will stutter. You will not be able to put up sentences because you're going to be freaking out. What I can tell you, first of all, it's all in your head. Very unlikely. Like, nothing is really going to happen. Rationalize to yourself, okay, what is actually happening? I'm just calling a business. Worst case, tell them to fuck off. Never speak to them ever in my life, and I can build the business I want to build. So it's a great trade-off. Great. So expect it to be painful, stressful, not nice, and expect it to be normal. It's okay. You can feel like this. Everyone feels like this. I still did not want to do, reaching out to businesses that are telling me to fuck off sometimes, which is their reality and how it is. So it's not nice, and the only way you can do it is literally every single day do from 50 to 150 calls a day, and you need to stick through it and do it like 5 days a week. So call Monday to Friday, and another thing, call between 10 to 12, like 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is the highest pickup rate time for business owners in my experience. This is expectations. It's not gonna be nice. Gonna fucking hurt. The more you do it, the more you get used, the better you get at it, the more you're gonna convert. It's normal that you're not gonna feel like doing it, and it's gonna be painful, stressful, etc. What you can do then is literally think to yourself, what am I actually so afraid of? What is it here? Well, I'm just calling a business. What they're gonna do? Well, worst case, tell me to fuck off. And you will be surprised how many people are actually polite. Like, business owners are quite polite people in my experience. So yeah, that's it. List the people you want to call them, book the calls, get clients. And if you want to learn more about selling, videos on my channel are covering that. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that helps. Take care, guys.